pretty cool.
Yeah, she
Look
is.
at her big. I don't know what the saggy thing I heard. Is it feathered or it's like fat?
No, it's like a dual.
Cute. She's very loud at drumming.
Anyways, guys, so we're gonna pick up where we left off. If you were just joining the live or you're watching later, we were going and then it died and we had to reconnect to the Wi-Fi. So hopefully it's back on. We get some more people back on.
Well, no one's on yet.
We'll give it a second.
Okay, bud.
Look at her. Ban. Panda.
Okay. I guess
Isn't she so cool?
Yeah, she is.
I love her.
Come here, Summer.
Oh, she'd come sit down with us.
Would she?
Pebbles would.
You
but then also try to stomp you.
Oh. Okay, we're back.
We're back? Cool.
Back.
All right, so yeah, I was talking about, I did a 13-state road trip through the country of Mexico with 3 friends of mine. We had an epic time, found lots of really cool, rare wildlife, and it was really awesome. And we got held at gunpoint at 2 different occasions. So I was going to talk about that because that's the one everybody always asks about. So one night we were hiking this like ravine that we were, we checked beforehand and we were like not trespassing. We're allowed to be in there. It should not be a big deal at all, right? And we're hiking down there and then just, looking around, we found a really cool Crotalus ravis, a species of rattlesnake. And blah, 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 looking around. And then suddenly, like on both sides of the ravine above us, there's like, boom, all the lights came on at the same time and a bunch of guns pointed down at us. And we're like, oh my God, what's going on? And they ordered us to walk back out. We came back out on the road and it was like, I don't know, man, like a dozen police officers. Like it seemed like an overwhelming amount of police officers. If they were even police, that's the fun part. I don't know. They were not, they didn't act like police. They were definitely not very friendly. And they were, had guns on us the whole time.
Did you have to bribe them? So people are asking.
No, we didn't, thankfully. And I'm getting there. I'm getting how we got out of this. So they took all of our driver's licenses, and our ID or passports. Yeah, passports. And I saw this guy, instead of like calling it in on his police radio, something like that, I saw him taking pictures of everything with his personal cell phone and then texting those out. And then like waiting to hear back, and I'm like, who's he sending those to? Because like, it's like a police car. Wouldn't you use, like the radio and, all that kind of stuff. So we're kind of like sketched out immediately, like, he's sending those to somebody to try to figure out if they can hold us ransom or something, and then immediately the guy's like, all right, we got to take you guys in. We're like, for what? Got to take you in. And we're like, well, obviously he's not really speaking English very well. We're trying to speak Spanish to him. And thankfully we had our friend Michael there, and he is actually Mexican. He speaks fluently, so he was totally saving us here. But they were like, no, we're taking you in. And he's like, for what? We just have to take you in. And we're just like, did we break a law? This is not an area where we're trespassing. There's not a problem. Why do we have to go? You guys are going to jail. We're taking you in. And like, they would not take no for an answer. And because Michael was a local, he sat there and argued with this guy for like half an hour. And that's the only reason we got out of that, is he sat there and argued with the guy and convinced him, we're just biologists and like we don't have any money, we don't have anything, and we got out of it 100% thanks to him. So that was really, really nice. But that was like super sketch. That was a weird one, right? But the next one is somewhat worse, somewhat better in some ways. Well, then, like I said, we did 13 states. Every day we're in a new area, so we would just drive to a new spot and then look for, snakes and animals all day in that spot, and then drive to the next one and just bounce around all over the place. And so one of the spots we ended up at, there's this little old lady on the side of the road who was selling elote. And so we stopped in, we had some, and she was so nice. And she's like, oh, come inside. And, like her house was right there. So she invited us into her house and then cooked us a whole meal, like a real meal in her house.
What'd she make you?
Oh, I don't remember. It was tacos, but.
You tell her you're vegetarian?
Yeah, but either way, you're derailing my story. This is why every time I try to do stories with Gabby, I'm not even trying to be funny. I can literally never tell any stories with Gabby because she'll just like, and it's gone. Anyways, she was super, super nice, brought us in, made us a meal. It was so kind of her. And the whole time she's really, really nice and friendly. And then at the end, she's like, well, it's time for you guys to go. you need to leave because if you don't, you're going to die here. And like the most nonchalant, like grandmotherly kind of way, she's like, yeah, you guys, you need to get out of this town. You will die here if you don't leave today. Like, so that was fun. It was very like, I mean, she was so nice and like grandmotherly. And then she's like, all right, well, you boys better get going or you're going to die. So then the next spot we're at, or yeah, so the next spot we were at, I think, is so we would drive out to a spot and then we would just literally just sleep in sleeping bag around the car. We're not staying in hotels. We're not doing anything like that. We're literally sleeping on the ground around the car. Gabby put her hand up.
Heather Jans, thank you so much. She sent a mystery gift.
Oh, thank you.
And then Thorsten just sent a $50 super chat.
Thank you so much.
After a break, I made it back to a live stream. Hello, dear Gabby and Chris. Hope you're all well. Thorsten sends his regard from Vienna. This time from the hospital. Stay the way you are.
Oh, no. Well, I hope you feel better. And thank you so much.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness. Hope you feel better.
Yeah.
Hopefully, Chris's stories can make you feel a little better.
Yeah. Yeah, so we were just sleeping on the ground around the car. And then I wake up to, we're being attacked by a pack of wild dogs. And I literally, literally, you're dead asleep and you just hear, boo, 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 like up in your face.
Thank
and I
you,
literally,
Stacy.
huh?
Thank you, Stacy. $10 Venmo.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Stacy. And I just like rolled up underneath the car and the dog is like, trying to like pull me out from under the car by the legs.
Was it cute?
No, it was not cute.
It was like an ugly dog?
Yeah, they're street dogs. Like,
I love street dogs.
Never been to Mexico, babe.
No.
You were such a naive, cute little thing.
Are you taking me though?
No.
I thought you said you were gonna. Dr. Mater said to take me. You don't think it's safe?
I don't know.
I can handle my
I
own.
don't think you can handle anything. You worry me too much.
Okay.
Anyways,
I see why stories don't get finished.
they never, literally ever. You guys don't understand. Gabby literally doesn't even know most of my stories. Like, I have some insanely cool stories. We're literally doing the live last time, doing story time. She's like, wow, I've never heard that story. And I'm like, I know, because you are the worst listener ever. I love you, but I can never finish a train of thought or a story ever. But I love you. Anyways, yes, that was a fun one. Rolled up underneath the car. That was great. And then another night, we're sleeping on the ground around the car, and I hear talking, and I wake up and I'm like, oh my God, and I look over and I just see my friend Mike on his knees with an assault rifle against his head. That's literally the first image I see when I open my eyes. Is just Mike up on his knees with a gun right to his head, and then a guy runs over to me and puts a gun right in my face and orders us to get up and everything like that. And same thing, take our IDs. But these guys were like legit police. They were cool. That's what I'm saying. The other guys, I'm not even convinced if those were actually police or not. I don't really know. These guys were legit, all tactical out. Like, it was pretty cool. They ran our stuff properly through the radio, immediately got feedback, immediately like, okay, you guys are cool. And then he told us, like, you guys, like, he said it in more of a rough way that I won't say because it's not family friendly, but he told us, he's like, y'all need to get out of here. You're literally at a spot. Last week there was just a lineup of dead bodies right where you're camping right now. And he literally thought we were another of dead bodies just laying on the ground. And that was nuts. But they were like legit. They were super cool. They were really nice, friendly to us. Called it in. Everything was done properly, quickly, and we were on our way, So those guys are cool, but that's not a cool way to wake up, like literally you wake up and you see your buddy with, like, that was nuts. And then we did, a ton of hiking in there. We were hiking in the cloud forest, finding the Abronia graminae, which is a, what is the common name of that thing?
An alligator lizard.
Yeah, they're arboreal alligator lizards. So we found those. That was really cool. That was a super sketch spot because that was like one we were told like was really sketch and like you probably shouldn't not probably should. We were specifically told not to go to that spot
because of the cartel.
Because of cartel
Are they
activity.
everywhere?
I mean, it depends. It depends what you're doing. Like, we are out in the forest where like there's they're growing stuff that they don't want you to find. So like that's what makes it worse. Now on a
Like
different
what?
Drugs.
What do you grow besides marijuana?
I don't think we can talk about this on YouTube. Pretty sure this will get us flagged. Yeah, we're not gonna. You can. I'll tell you later. Okay. You're so naive and adorable. This is why you can't go.
I don't know anything about drugs.
This is why you can't go.
Thank you for the $2 super chat, Benjamin. How many countries have you been to?
How many what?
Countries have you been to?
Oh, I don't know. So I've been to a lot of countries over and over. So instead of going to a lot of different ones, I've been to a lot of the same ones many times.
And Maggie Pat just sent a $10 super chat. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Maggie. Oh yeah. Anyway, so I was talking about this cloud forest spot. It was really cool, but it's, we were told it was super, super sketchy, and we showed up there, and like it was nuts. You couldn't see more than like 100 feet in any direction because the mist was so thick. And like, but it was so beautiful because all the trees and everything were just covered in bromeliads and moss, and we're looking for this lizard and any snakes, of course, too. And it was just like really cool. But you couldn't see 100 feet in any direction. So we're so worried that we were going to accidentally walk up on something we're not supposed to see or something like that, and then you get disappeared. But we found the lizards. It was cool. We did another spot that was like up in this mountain range looking for this really rare rattlesnake that we did find, but we almost got our rental vehicle stuck up in the mountain and like in the middle of nothing, nowhere, with like there's not even any locals to talk to. There's definitely no cell reception. That would have been bad.
Ow. That hurt.
What, she bit you?
Yes.
Bam. You're so vicious, Bam. You're killing me, Gab. Killing me. I'm trying to remember.
You're taking a long time.
This is my life, guys. This is my life. Oh man. Oh no, I was right on the edge of another
The cloud forest.
Oh no, we went through this town. This is another crazy one too. We went through this other town where there was like it was a whole large town that we were just passing through to get to one of these spots. And as we're driving through it, it was a ghost town. Like, I mean, it was a legit town, like just tons and tons of like buildings, not like a full blown, like, I don't know, not like a whole city, but I mean, it was more than Palatka. It was a way bigger town than Palatka is. And we're driving through it, and like we saw maybe like 4 or 5 people in the whole town. It was wild, man. And like we're going through, and there is no one anywhere. There's no one. And then the people that we did see, like literally, they watch you like as you go by, like you're an alien. Like they're just blown away that you're even there. So that was like a really weird experience of like everyone who sees you just full circle just watches you the whole time. You're not saying a word or anything. So that was something. And again, we found some really cool snakes. At one spot we pulled over just because I had to pee. Pulled over and I'm like, oh, there's some like junk, and I turn it over and there's a Mexican pine snake. That was a really cool snake. At another spot we camped, it was just absolutely beautiful up in like the mountain. I showed you the picture the other day. This just came up. This was like 6 years ago, like this month, like this week. So all the memories are popping up right now. And in this one spot, it was like just these like fields or like just rolling hills of just endless agave and then like big cactuses. And we found a Crotalus marilis, which is pretty rare. That was a target species we were there for. What?
Oh, nothing. The squirrels.
Gabby's literally like...
Well, because the squirrels are going crazy.
Like, I hope you guys are enjoying the stories because Gabby's bored out of her mind right now, trying to hold it together as I tell these stories. Her little ADD hamster brain is just... All right, fine. I'll stop telling stories.
No, people
what are
like
some
it.
questions?
Well, Heather
What are people
Jans just
saying?
sent a $50 super chat.
Thank you, Heather.
The
Thank you so much.
videos with George have been epic. Can't wait for Angelus to get his own new enclosure. He's a beast. I was going to tell you today, the quality of what you posted looks way better. Did you do something different with Angelus?
Yeah.
The video.
Yeah,
So,
that's
did you
because me and George filmed it
like, I don't, what?
with the GoPro.
Huh.
In 4K.
Okay.
And I'm saving it in 4K and uploading it in 4K.
People like the stories. Is that turkey real? She has not moved.
She's very real.
Yeah. Creepy, cool, spooky.
Yeah. I have so many cool stories from that.
Do the emu wings serve a purpose?
No, they're what's called a vestigial structure.
I'm going to read this question, but you're going to laugh. If and when you train a new person to be a gator handler, for lack of a better term, would you start that person off in the water right away, or do you spend a week on land first?
Oh yeah, guys. Anything with an alligator in the water, you better have been handling on land for like at least 5, 6 years. Like, if things go wrong on land, you can breathe. If things go wrong in the water, you're almost certainly gonna die. So yeah, like I don't want to overdo it, but like people have no idea how dangerous it is to be in the water with those animals. And like all the gator, okay, if you're on land and you get nailed and like some horrible thing happens, like you're probably gonna get a limb ripped off. You could bleed out and die. You know, you can get your head ripped off. Obviously, there's a lot of bad things that can happen on land. In the water, all those same things can happen, except like twice as fast and much more likely. Once the animal's tail is able to work in the water, the amount of power that animal can exert is insane. Like a small croc like Lyra on land, she could probably rip your hand off, you know, or she could like take a good chunk of meat off of you. In the water, that croc can take your arm right off. Like it, once they have their tail moving against the force of the water, their death roll, I don't even know how much more power, like, well, I don't know, 5 times more powerful than it is on land. It is insane. And then plus, if it's in the water, all it has to do is sink. If it's a big gator, you know, like Big Mac, all he's got is just grab you and go to the bottom.
So what you're saying is you don't make them train on land for a week and then take them in the water. You don't even touch alligators with Chris until 6 months.
No, I mean, you get to touch them, but not without tape. Yeah, you're like doing on land taped alligator stuff, you know, way before you're not even allowed to think about water.
Tammy Denny just sent a $10 super chat. Love your stories, Chris.
Thank you, Tammy.
I would love a 2-hour podcast on Chris's Mexico adventures.
I should do it, man.
A book of all your stories.
I need to get Mike back. Mike was on that trip. Mike was the leader of that trip. I need to get him
I'm
back.
surprised his wife let him. Did he have kids at that point? It was like 7 years ago. His kids were like 7, right?
Yeah, probably not then.
You think he's allowed to do that now that he has kids?
I don't know. That was a sketchy trip.
You're not allowed to do that again.
Oh yeah.
I'm not kidding.
That was a crazy one, guys. So, talking about like cartel stuff. In a different part of Mexico on a separate trip, years apart, I was in Mazatlan, and we were staying in an area that is very much controlled by the cartel. They own a lot of the hotels and everything. They want you to come, and they protect it. And so the fear there is that you will be attacked by a rival cartel. So the rival cartel wants to move in and cause chaos so that you don't want to visit their area and spend money in their area. It's literally not even like some of these areas and like hotels and stuff, they are not controlled by the government whatsoever. It is 100% controlled by a cartel. And that's who is protecting you from the other ones. And like at that place, there would be dudes just riding around in trucks, like all blacked out with a major heavy machine gun mounted to the back of the truck, and they would just drive by and like and like they're there to protect you from a rival cartel. It's just
we need to do a
bizarre.
podcast with you teaching me things and me asking stupid questions, because I have a stupid question.
What's yours?
What is the purpose of being in a cartel? Money and power. Why wouldn't you just like take your millions of dollars and move to a different state where you're not going to get killed, or a different country with all your millions?
Because you always want more. You need to watch Breaking Bad. That's the thing. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. And you always want more.
Just take your millions and go somewhere else and live a peaceful life. Like,
well, some
I
people
can't imagine
do.
how stressful that would be.
Some people do. Absolutely.
That's what I would do. I would take it and run.
Yeah, some people do. Some people just disappear, you know, and they want to, boom, we're done. I'm going to go live my life, you know. But for most people, it's not about the money. It's about the power, you know, and it's just like, keep on stacking, you know, and like you get to a point where like, it doesn't matter if you make more money. You have so much money, it's irrelevant at this point. At this point, it's about the power. It's about the ego. You know, that's what they're doing it for. You know, when you get to like a higher level like that.
Scott, Gym Nut.
Hey.
Scott. Just sent a $2 super chat. Any plans to swim with Aquila soon?
Thank you, Scott. Probably not really. I mean, I did it before, and it was sketchy, you know, and like I don't know. We'll see if So basically, like, it's just so much more dangerous and so much more sketchy. And like, I did it, and I'm like, all right, I'm pretty good for a while. Now, if I start working with her and she is more calm and more receptive, then maybe But it all depends on how she acts and whatnot. Right now, I definitely don't put enough time into working with her where I would feel good doing that more.
She's
Um,
mosquitoes coming out.
there's just so much stuff going on every day, all the time here. Like I need to be working with her. I work with her like once a week right now. I need to be working with her every day to really get to that comfort.
Akila is scary. It looks like she stares through your soul.
Yeah, man. Especially when you've seen what that thing can do. Like if you guys don't know, you can scroll back. You can see the video of me swimming with her, and you can also scroll back and see other videos of her when she like tries me, and you're like, bro, that thing is so fast and powerful. Yeah. What other comments and questions? Nothing about Mexico?
When Chris goes to Mexico, he becomes his alter ego, Cristobal Cayman.
Oh, man. Yeah, so again, I'll be going back in October. I'll be back.
But that's safe. Like, that's just you speaking.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that should be a good one.
When are you picking up the second salty?
We need to finish Angelus and Nessie's enclosures, and that can open up a temporary, so we can go get that croc.
Have you ever been shot at?
Yes. Yep. A couple different times. Would you guys like to hear those stories?
That was in, like, Florida.
Yeah. Yeah. I can go into that one. Only if people send me a super chat. Let's monetize this, baby.
You can't give all your stories away.
Can't give it away for free.
No, in, like, one live. You gotta space them out.
Should I do, like, some, like, podcast episodes going over all this stuff?
Look at her. Yeah, because you totally have time for podcasts.
It's what we're doing right now. Instead of being live, we just set up the camera and just go through the stories, and that's what it is. I mean, if you want to make it good, we just need, like, the editing is what would take time. So we would just need to be running, like, two different cameras.
People don't edit. Yeah, people don't edit. They just do it straight through.
Well,
Joe Rogan doesn't edit.
He does. No, you're not hearing me. Two different cameras. Camera on me, camera on you.
Oh, I can't do a podcast.
Okay, then whoever I'm talking to. I don't want to just sit here by myself, but I guess we could.
What if I ask you questions off camera or have a conversation with you off camera?
I guess we could do it. I mean, yeah, we could do that, and that way you don't have to, like, go through stuff. But yeah, and that way I'm like talking to the camera, instead of, I mean, the lives are basically a podcast every time we do it, It's just a different format. We just would have to be doing, recording the whole thing with what?
Lori M sent a $10 super chat and said stories.
Thank you, Lori. Appreciate it.
Officer Evan sent a $20 super chat. Miss you both. Want to come see the beaver soon?
Hey, yeah.
Well,
thank you,
man. You got to come at night because you won't see them during the day.
Come out at night, really.
They're in their little house all day, and then at night
Yeah, Evan. We'll order another pallet of sod for you. And,
I was just about to say the sod kind of looks like it's dying. I think we should rip this out
and redo it all.
Yeah,
you're out of your mind.
Well, not all of it, but like the patchy spots.
All right. Well, anyways, Lori asked for one of shot at. That's a great one.
Noel sent a $2 super chat. Gunshot story, please.
Thank you. So
tell a $30 story.
There you go. So probably the craziest one is I was looking. So when I was working doing research, we were tracking down populations of veiled chameleons, which have been spread all across Florida. Veiled chameleons are native to Yemen and surrounding areas. They're not native to Florida, but they're very popular in the pet trade, and they can be very expensive. So at some point, somebody figured out if you just let go a bunch of chameleons, they are going to breed. They're going to eat bugs in the wild, and then you don't have to pay for that. and then you can go catch all of them and then turn around and sell them, $100, $200 each. And I've caught over 20 in a night before. So you can do the math right there. So you can make some serious money. And so that is obviously illegal, but that's what we call chameleon ranching. So you're introducing an invasive species and causing possible ecological harm, even though they have done studies showing that so far the veils have not really caused any issue. But undoubtedly, anytime a non-native animal is present in an ecosystem, is going to disrupt said ecosystem to some extent. We just don't know how much.
Thank you so much, Holly.
Thank you, Holly. I don't know what happened.
$10 Venmo.
Thank you. So anyways, these guys would illegally spread around chameleons so they can make a profit off of Mother Nature, right? That's what they're trying to do. So we were trying to document that. And like I just said, they make a lot of money. So these people are trying to defend their illegal crops of chameleons. So we're out there as a researcher. I'm walking down a road that is paved. I'm not trespassing. You're messing up her feathers. Stop.
No, I'm not. I'm
I
petting
can
her.
see him. So walking down a paved road that we're allowed to be on, totally legal, and we're shining our lights up in the trees, not in people's houses. We're not looking around a house. So no, nobody's trying to defend themselves or their home. 100%. These are people trying to defend their illegal crop of chameleons. So I'm walking with a couple other, it was like maybe half a dozen of us, and we're walking along, and I can just hear like pop, 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 pop. You could literally hear the bullets whizzing by overhead. And like, the shot has got to be pretty close for you to literally hear the bullets. I don't know the math on that. I don't know how close it has to be for that, but I know it's got to be pretty close. And you can literally hear them whizzing over our heads. I hit the ground. I mean, I grew up with guns. Like, I know what I'm doing. I hit the ground immediately. The other guys I was with are like, what are those, firecrackers? I'm like, get on the ground. And they're like, what are you doing? I'm like, get on the effing ground. We're getting shot at. And they're like, what? No, we're not. Now I literally had to grab them and be like, pull them down to the ground by the scruff of their get on the ground. You're going to get shot. And like, these are like, I don't know, like, I don't want to sound mean, but like city people that like, they cannot fathom the reality that you're being shot at. And like, Gabby just made a face.
Evan just sending $100 super chat to help with produce pickup this weekend.
Thank you so much, Evan.
Braveheart Crazy just sent a $300 super chat and said thanks for all the work you guys do.
Oh my God, thank you so much. Thank you so much.
You should get shot at more often, my goodness.
But
thank you guys so much.
But yeah, so there's this thing that I have noticed in dangerous, life-threatening situations with like normies is that they freeze up and there is a disbelief that their mortality is at risk. And I've seen this time and again. This is a great example of it. I've seen it with the alligators. I've seen it with crocodiles with people. I've seen it with people with venomous snakes. I've seen it with people with sharks. Where like, it hits the fan and people cannot grasp the idea that their life is literally on the line and they could die any moment. And like, there's this like disbelief of the situation where like they truly cannot grasp that like this is reality and this is happening. They show it in movies sometimes pretty well, where the guy's like, what do you mean? And like, that was literally, I'm like, get on the, I'm yelling at them, like, get on the effing ground. You're gonna get shot. And the guy's just like, no, it's not. You're crazy, Chris. What are you talking? You can literally hear bop, 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 whiz, whiz, whiz. And like, I literally have to grab a guy and throw him to the ground. And they were like kind of mad at me and thinking I am crazy. And I'm like, I am not the crazy one here. Like, you people are about to die and you can't even understand that this is even happening. And I had to throw him to the ground. And then we're driving and not the car I was in, one of the other cars got hit. And you would pull over and like check it out, and it had 3 bullet holes right through the back seat. And thankfully, nobody's sitting in the back seat. They by the way, too, in movies, when they open a car door and get behind the door as cover, that doesn't work. Bullets go straight through regular doors. Unless you have reinforced doors, they go right through them like butter.
You have what is that? That ugly Cybertruck.
Oh no. Well, I can tell you about the guy in Mexico I drove around with a bulletproof car. That's a different story. Different trip, too. That was fun. Yeah, it was just nuts, so like the car got shot up and I have a photo of a big veiled chameleon in my hand next to all these bullet holes through the car. It was nuts. So that was a fun one. What are the comments on that one? I'll pause.
These stories are why I stay in the house. The way my anxiety is set up, I would have a heart attack.
Well, that's what people ask me about, like, what's the scariest encounter you've had with an alligator? And I mean, obviously I've had some, but like...
Do you think I would survive?
What?
In a do or die situation? No? You don't think so? Really?
I love you, kid.
With you, I would. You don't think I... No? Okay, well...
You don't do the best in
High stress situation.
high stress, yeah. You don't do the best under pressure.
Felicia does so good under pressure. Every time I'm with her, I feel safe.
Yeah.
She's like, I will fold that guy up like a pretzel. Don't worry. That's my favorite thing she says. She's like, I will fold him like a pretzel. And I'm just like, are we safe? Are we okay here? She's like, don't you worry. She's like, I will fight people.
When we had like stalker issues, I was locked and loaded. And Gabby's like, but what are you gonna do? And I'm like, what do you mean, what am I gonna do? She's like, what are you gonna do if like the guy shows up? And I'm like, ain't gonna go well for him. She's like, what do you mean by that?
He was being crazy. He's like, you're gonna go in the bedroom, you're gonna hide under the bed. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, and Gabby's just like, what do you mean? What are you gonna do to him? I'm like, just say he's not walking away, babe. And like the disbelief, like the shock on her face of like, but what do you mean by that? What do you mean? I'm like, this ain't for blowing kisses, babe. Okay. Like, oh man. Just put it this way, it's wrong house. Okay. What are we getting? I can't see the comments.
I love a man with a plan. Man.
Oh man.
Let's see. I can't fathom an American not knowing to dive for cover at gunfire.
Yeah, a lot of them don't.
I'm surprised you stayed in Mexico as long as you did. I would have been on a plane.
And then I've gone back so many more times.
That's what we call canceling Christmas.
Oh, man. Gabby doesn't get my references either. She's like, what are you going to do? And I'm like, just say he ain't going to be in Rush Hour 2. I'm like, you don't get my references.
I don't understand that. I don't understand that.
Let's just say
That's
that
what
guy...
Jackie Chan, right?
Yeah. Let's just say that guy ain't going to be in Rush Hour 2. Gabby cracks me up, guys.
What?
Oh, she's looking at the tent. Summer?
Look at her. Summer! Come here, Emu. Oh, she's
pulling on it.
Yeah. She's crazy. Where's Echo? We got to find Echo.
I might got allergic to something. Something's getting me sneezing. All right. Anyways, what was another one?
Nighttime feeding?
Oh, what time is it?
8.
Oh, is it 8?
It's 7:40.
Yeah, I need to do a video. We need to do a video instead of just like a live. I need to like go over all
Evan
this stuff.
sent happy poop.
Thank you, Evan.
Thank you. 2 happy poops. It's like little poop emojis that are gold and have like smiley faces.
Oh, well, thank you.
Thank you. Oh, he sent 13 happy poops. Oh my God.
We're going to need a translation, Evan.
Thank you.
How many people are in there?
164.
All right. Well, I guess, yeah. I'll save it for next time. I got to tell you guys about the dude with the bulletproof car in Mexico. That was a fun one.
Tomorrow.
Next live.
Tomorrow. Be here or be not here.
Yeah, we'll give it a couple more minutes, guys, so you can put in your last comments, questions, your last super chats. If you enjoyed that story time, you enjoyed the epic, life-threatening, harrowing stories that I have, send me money. Thank you. Please and thanks. Not to be too direct. But yeah, send in any last questions. We'll wrap it up.
Heather sent a happy corgi.
Thank you.
Do you want to see what they look like?
Oh, that's cute.
Yeah. It's like people send like weird sticker things. I think they're new.
I'm going to round up these emus.
The happy poop is all the beaver poop Chris has to clean up.
That's what I was doing today.
Bean just sent a $20 super chat.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for what you both do for the environment and education. I would love to see a podcast of the stories. I'm enjoying catching up on the old vlogs. Seeing Dino's progress is amazing.
Oh, thank you. No beam.
Well, I guess I need to go make dinner bowls for all the nighttime animals.
Well, I would give it another minute for people to rate.
Type faster.
Any last comment, questions, and whatnot before we wrap it up?
BM.
Mosquitoes aren't as bad
I was
tonight.
going to say, I'm surprised she's not getting bitten by mosquitoes.
Yeah, they're not as bad tonight as they have been.
What do you think, BM?
They're definitely here, though.
Yeah, ow. One just bit me.
She's eating a bunch of grass.
All right, that's it.
Oh,
Well, thank you, guys.
that's it. All right. Well, thank you so much, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Oh.